Thriving for a sustainable community has given Dr. Sumaia Yousif the willpower to create a more sustainable Bahrain, as we'll discover the aim, objectives, and findings of her environmental research.
Sumaia Yousif, Assistant Professor of Environmental Engineering at Environmental Management Program, Natural Resources and Environmental Department, College of Graduate Studies at the Arabian Gulf University. I am the first Bahraini winner of the L'Oreal UNESCO Pan-Arab Regional Fellowship, which is for women in science, in 2013. And I have won the Outstanding Woman Achiever in Venus International Women Award. And I am a Japanese government fellow for higher studies in biosystem sustainability, and being an expert member at the ISCWA and the Euroma. And I have participated in many conferences internationally and locally. The reason behind choosing my topic of research was that the modern society suffers from a problem that almost worries many countries globally, especially the developing countries, which is the problem of increasing the rate of waste generation, which has resulted from the continued population growth, the urban development, and economic and social and complementary activities as well. So, sustainable waste management and waste to energy was a very attractive topic for me, especially with the shortage in capacity building in Bahrain and expertise in this field, as well as the urgent need of a sustainable solution to manage waste by creating new opportunities and invest in it. So, this sector is very promising. Currently, Bahrain government started its movement toward the enhancement of this important sector by forming the National Waste Management Strategy and emphasizing the environmental issues as one of its main priorities. So it established the Sustainable Energy Authority. Since Bahrain is one of the world countries which signed the Paris Agreement of climate change, and it is committed to the Sustainable Development Goals, which are the 17 goals. Waste management is one of the very few environmental issues which are related directly and indirectly to the sustainable development pillars at all levels, which are the economic, environment, and the society as well. I'd like to talk about my research, which was entitled Exploring the Opportunity for Organic Household Waste Management Technology Adoption and Empirical Investigation for Muharrak Cities and the Kingdom in Bahrain. The overarching aim of my research, which was my PhD research, earned from the University of Warwick at the UK, was to find the most suitable solution to manage the organic household waste in Bahrain by testing 6 different technologies based on 3 different criteria: the technical and the economic, as well as the social criteria. I have followed the mixed method approach to achieve this overarching aim. It was mixed of qualitative and quantitative approaches based on some empirical investigation using the sampling in the field, sampling of organic household waste from different residential blocks in Muharrak cities as a case study, and analyzing them and making the empirical chemical characterization for them, for the samples, and then to get the full chemical characterization of these waste after developing a matrix from the literature review previously. Then I have matched my results with the results of the optimum conditions to operate each technology and see which technology matches more and which one was the most preferred for Bahraini organic household waste based on its chemical characterization. And second criteria was even the economic criteria, which was using the cost-benefit analysis. So having studying the feasibility of each technology. First of all, we have to stop here to explain what was these technologies. And these technologies are, first was the incineration, the anaerobic digestion, and I have chosen the gasification, pyrolysis, and composting as options for Bahraini society. So each of these technologies has its optimum conditions and optimum, let's say, characterization that it will work on optimally. Economic criteria was using the cost-benefit analysis to find the feasibility of all these technologies in Bahrain. And then the third criteria was the social criteria, which was based on exploring the enablers and barriers to these technologies' adoption in Bahraini society by interviewing 11 different experts locally and regionally. Public awareness toward management of organic household waste or domestic waste was measured as well among people in Muharraq Governorate. So a special questionnaire was designed that aims to measure the public awareness on 3 levels by measuring the perception among people, the attitude, and the behavior. Based on my research, I have found that there are 2 main technologies which were optimum for Bahraini society. These 2 technologies are the incineration in the current status of mixed waste, and the second is the anaerobic digestion by enabling it using the segregation at source, which is a main enabler to succeed the adoption of anaerobic digestion technology. So we have found that there are 6 main themes for as enablers and barriers to technology adoption in Bahraini society based on the social study results. The main enablers and barriers found to be political, environmental, managerial, technical, economic, and social. And I have found that the population of Muharraq Governorate were very aware of organic household waste management. And they have high knowledge, high attitude, as well as high good behavior toward organic household waste management. And they will be very collaborative with any policy or new legislation or regulation that might be formulated and to commit to. Pursuing the higher education represents a challenge for any woman. It needs sacrifice at many levels. Besides the lack of the required data and the absence of a database, which must include all information about waste in Bahrain, even related studies and research are very limited in Bahrain, and even the absence of centralization of the sector, lack of the trained and qualified manpower, even the shortage of the resources. Creating a sustainable Bahrain is every citizen's main responsibility. The urgent need of diverting into a circular economy in Bahrain. What is the circular economy? Let's emphasize this term. The current industrial and consumption model is based on a process of extract, make, use, and dispose, best known as the linear model, which has put pressure on the supply of raw materials and therefore the environment and the society and the economy. So, sustainable development requires disruptive changes in the way our societies and businesses are organized. The circular economy offers a new chance of innovation and integration between natural ecosystems, businesses, and our daily lives and waste management. It replaces the end-of-life concept with restoration, shifts toward the use of renewable energy, it eliminates the use of toxic chemicals which impair use and return to the biosphere, and aims for the elimination of waste through the superior design of materials, products, systems, and business models. So I strongly recommend to start the movements toward formulating a national strategy for circular economy in Bahrain, beside the sustainable national strategy of waste management, which will directly contribute to realize the sustainable development goals in the country through enhancement of the consumption patterns, sustainable production, conserving natural resources, and lower the generation of waste. Investment in the national human resources by empowering them and encouraging the innovation, which represents a main tool to realize development, will definitely be reflected on the sustainable development in the country. Final word to our graduates: just be the change you want to see in the world and make the best world that you deserve to live in. Think smart and sustainably.